We've seen parents call the other parents names, pejoratives to the children, and that doesn't support a relationship with the other parent.
So if both my spouse and I want to be the primary parent, what does an Illinois judge look at, to make that decision?
They have the best interest standards, which, are found in the code and the IMDMA. There's 17 factors. Some of them are the ability of a parent to support the relationship of the other parent. That's one of the biggest ones because I don't know if you've heard of alienation, but sometimes
Sure.
alienating parent might want to prevent the other parent from seeing the child or talking negatively about the other parent to the children. And so, that's a big factor. Parents don't get, just one strike and you're out. They get a lot of chances to clear up the allegations of alienation. And so, they can be told like you have to allow the parenting time to happen. Or sometimes, an alienating parent might place the child in activities when it's the other parent's parenting time. Like, well, I got to put him in soccer or dance. And don't you think it's important that the child go to soccer or dance, whatever it is? And so we've seen a lot of gamesmanship over the years. We've seen parents call the other parents names, pejoratives to the children, and that doesn't support a relationship with the other parent. Um, if one of the parties is a sex offender, is also one of the factors. So that's happened, and those parents usually don't get any parenting time either. But the other things I would say non-statutory are just education and socialization. Those are two primary drivers where if one parent is really trying to provide the best education for this child or these children and also trying to socialize them and doing the play dates and doing the activities and maybe getting them some extra help, some Kumon or some of these private tutorings, then that parent usually has some kind of an advantage in an Illinois family court. The best interest standards still hold.
So a lot of dads.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I don't want to interrupt something you're going to tell me interesting and still holds. Go ahead and you can finish that thought.
Yeah, the best interests still hold, and those factors are all over Google, and some of our clients bring that to us, sometimes as if we don't know them. But the best interest standards, if you can look at your life and just kind of place yourself and the other parent within those factors, those 17 factors, the child's adjustment to the community and the school, if you can see. I just had a consultation last week where the mother wanted to move to, maybe 25 miles away. And I was like, that's a bad idea. You don't have an agreement right now. School's going to be an issue. She wanted to move to a house she could afford. And, the schools in that area were not the greatest compared to where, the dual income school district could provide. So, and there's a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old. So the children were older. So it was a bit more, pertinent to this family, the school district, because courts also like kids to finish out high school, at least for the halfway through with it. So, the best interests do hold, but, there's so many other things the judge can take into consideration.